It is
Very good morning.
it is really good to connect with you and also to connect with technology experts who've done some great work in 3D printing.
Yes.
I'm so happy to know that there are so many respondents in the country, starting up small ventures and then growing in the way of futuristically ensuring that how the solutions can benefit the medical sector at large. And let me congratulate you for the 3D Graphy Medical Awards, upcoming Bioprinting Machine Company of the Year.
Thank you.
And that is conferred to Makercity, is your company.
Yeah.
And it's been really good to know from our awards validation team the kind of efforts that you've been making. So if you're aware, the 3D Graphy Medical Awards, we have a process of validation. It's called KIC, that's Knowledge, Implementation, and Customer Responsiveness. So it all starts with knowledge and implementation. If there is no knowledge and implementation, the nomination process doesn't go through. And then we have the customer responsiveness, which is also very, very important, because at the end of the day, customer testimonies will actually judge the company's the responsiveness in the product and solutions that they're offering. Because at the end of the day, customers are the decision makers. It has to come from them in terms of reference. So it's based on weightages being offered to them. And so you really passed the test, and you've done some fantastic work, we know. And let me know, Prashant, your journey from where it all started in 3D printing.
Yeah. So basically, we started. I was based in the US for quite some time. I was based in the center of Silicon Valley, and that's where the center of technology is. And I got introduced to 3D printing during 2013, where I attended 2012, 2013, where I attended several events related to 3D printing. So I got the scope of the technology, how it's going to grow. So I moved back to India in 2014 and then set up this company around 2015. This we have been completely focused on. We are one of the very few companies which are focused on manufacturing in India, because we are engineers, and basically we believe in enhancing the manufacturing capacity capabilities of India and growing the manufacturing skills as well as the ecosystem. So that is where our focus has been. And our first customer actually was we started with bioprinters. At that time, bioprinters, most people didn't know what was a bioprinter. So we actually sold our first bioprinter to Srijitra, which is actually a government, central government institute of national importance. They are, they're very well known. They've developed the first artificial heart valve in India way back in, 30 years back. So they have been using our bioprinter since 2016. So they have published in, several conferences, international conferences, Australia, biomaterial conference in Australia just last year, 2019, and they've got several awards using our machine. In Vellore, the conference in Vellore, ABMC 2017. So many years they have got awards, and so that is our primary validation. And also we have sold to IIT Guwahati, and so we are in the medical domain. Srijitra has also bought a ceramic printer of ours. They are using it for kind of medical ceramic, bone prosthetic kind of bone augmentation, construction. So we have branched out into various other even though we started with bioprinters, we are into ceramic printers, we are into ceramic bioprinters, and also we are recently into cement, and we are actually just going to deliver one of India's largest cement 3D printers. The pandemic, because of the pandemic, we have had some delays, but obviously, we are forging ahead, and we are happy to know that And we have been a part of this Trinity platform since last 3 years actually. And it is an amazing platform, and I get to network with a lot of like-minded people. And they are also, you can see the latest developments which is happening in this country as well as now even abroad. Last time I think we had people coming from abroad also. So it is good to know what is happening abroad, and keep yourself updated with what's happening in the industry. And it's so that we get more challenged, to push the envelope of this field, to push the field together, and reach where we can, in turn collectively we can progress 3D printing, in India to a new new heights and new levels. So I think all of you guys are doing great job, in organizing such events, and recognizing people who are contributing to the ecosystem in India, particularly manufacturers, because manufacturers are relatively very rare in India, and we need more of these technologies to come from India. And we have client base all over India. We have been published in journals, or international journals. For ceramics, we have been published since almost 3 years, 2 years now. And in medical conferences, we have been there since around 3 or 4 years now. So it's great, uh, uh, being a part of this platform, and looking forward to growing the industry in terms of both in sense of volume as well as in quality, as well as in the latest technology, side by side. Like we have partners, we can hold hands, and we can do it together, because as doing anything in India is not very easy, right? So you need partners, you need people who can cheer you, cheerlead you along the way. So so this is a great opportunity, and I wish all the people, the practitioners of this trade, especially doctors, and people who are using using this technology. We are not end users, we are just people who make the machines, but we take a lot of feedback from the end users. So
Yeah.
so we get so wishing all of them the very best, in terms of taking the trade forward. So thank you very much, and for this award. And I recognize our team effort as a company, as a team effort in taking this award. We acknowledge the we acknowledge and thank you for the community for bestowing this honor on us. Thank you. It's a truly great pleasure and honor. Thank you.
Prashant, as you mentioned that today in the country there is no consortium, and that's also been our conscious effort in terms of formulating this 3D graphy as an initiative last year.
Right.
3D printing world, I'm sure you are aware. We've been there in the space for almost last 7 years, covering all the areas of areas and sectors, covering aerospace, defense, automobile, engineering, oil and gas, which we also do on an ongoing basis, which is also a conference by the name 3D Printing World as a platform. We started in the year 2014, and we had the privilege to connect with Mr. Ratan Tata and the team and all the icons of the country. The clear intention was that for us to promote 3D printing in the midst of these visionaries who
Right.
take the country, and we take a lot of pride to be a part of for us to have somebody of that stature
Definitely.
who are global leaders. So that's been the conscious effort of Trinity Media to promote 3D printing to that to in the midst of these icons, and we started that as a journey. And 3D printing world also had dental and medical also as a part of the initiative, and still holds to be a part of 3D printing world as a larger initiative. But 3D graphy, dental and medical was instituted last year, and the conscious effort was to see that how we can focus on dental and medical, because there's so much of specialization within dental space.
Right. Totally. Yeah.
So you have prosthodontists, you have orthodontics, you have maxillofacial surgeons, orthopedics, cardiology. Every space, 3D printing is actually gaining that traction and benefit. And finally, it's going to be the patients, the end user, I would say, who is going to be the beneficiaries. You and me, everybody is going to be beneficiaries in the value chain. So we thought it's important that last year we initiated this 3D graphy very specifically for training and education. Because unless there is training and education in colleges and institutions and research centers, the aspirants will not know about this technology. At the same time, also the professionals to be also updated about this technology, and the end users. So that's how we started with 3D graphy. And last year we had the Minister for Industries, Shri Subhash Desai sir, who actually inaugurated this. He's the Industry Minister for Maharashtra, Government of Maharashtra, India. And he inaugurated it, and he was also very happy to know that this technology is gaining a lot of traction. So while 3D graphy was formed, the intention was to also have the end users join us. So we have a 3D graphy panel of members who are doctors, surgeons, researchers, biomedical engineers, 3D printing companies, all of them. And also being one of the key respondents, which will mean that working in conference will also help you to create products which are unique and which are essential for the industry. So also the end user's response is very, very important. So everything that we do is tilting towards the end user. Even the awards that we do, now the awards that we're doing, we have almost 75% of the awardees are all end users. We have doctors and surgeons who have been doing some good work in their space.
Exactly. And
unless and until we recognize the efforts made by them using the technology, the community will not get to know about this technology, in their area of specialization. So that's been our conscious effort. So good in a way, and also we are very proud of you, Prashant, for the good work that you've been doing, and also with Prime Minister's initiative of Atmanirbhar Bharat. I think we need more indigenous machines, technology to come out in the market so we can be global leaders tomorrow. I think there is always a beginning and a start. And I know you've been traveling a lot, you've been doing a lot of research, and you come back to India, setting a base here, which means there's a lot of passion that you have that the country should also grow. But you're based in US and now you come here and you're setting up. So what is the support mechanism that you would be requiring, Prashant? Because with all the sacrifices that you're coming back to India, now that you're growing here, what is the challenges that you feel, which probably can be mitigated eventually? What do you think, and what should be, and if this consortium can help, we will definitely. And what is the larger goal, and what do you think can actually mitigate that?
So the challenges basically are, one thing is, there's the clients usually tend to be, the early adopters of this technology tend to be academicians, professors, large institutions, because nobody, the way things are going, so those are the people, so their budget, so they have a budget, right? So because they have to allocate a budget for, so that needs to actually improve. That's my, feeling, and, more research projects based on these kind of technologies need to be taken up. So that they can buy more machines and, they can experiment more on this technology. So that is so what we are currently seeing is a lot of projects are being underfunded, or the funding for such projects are being withdrawn, or those kind of small issues. Maybe it is related to the COVID. I'm not sure, but we are seeing some kind of reaction like that. So those kind of at the maybe at the ministry level or some kind of institutional level. These kind of issues of to push them to take the take the step into early adoption of these technologies. Of course, a lot of institutions are already doing it, but they need to make sure also that they are getting from indigenous manufacturers and giving them a chance to prove, because see, this technology is very new in India, and but in Germany or in Europe and US, the companies are there since around 10 years or 12 years or 20 years or things like that. So so in order to give us a level playing field, right? We have to have a level playing field. So our country needs to, encourage and, give more chances to indigenous players. That is one, straightforward, request or some kind of, feedback I have from regarding, these kind of challenges. So that is one major, aspect. Once that is cleared, then we will have, a lot of traction in terms of, business, and immediately business traction leads to developing better and new technologies, because once the early adopters start with this technology, then the later, then they will become the champions of the newer technologies, right? So it's a thing which is developing, right? You have to have had more features, more things for this field to go up, right? So the early adopters will turn into champions of this technology. So these early adopters need to, get traction and funding, so that that is the. So I can't hear you.
So currently, what is the mechanism that you're working on, Prashant? Are you being funded, or is there an investor who's come on board with you, or is it your?
I actually no. We are no. We are completely bootstrapped. We are completely bootstrapped. We are, we are self-sustainable. But we are looking to expand. So because we have we have a foot in various materials, right? Bio, ceramic, and cement. So we are looking at what is the scope of all these technologies in terms of market size, as well as in terms of new traction, right? Because even bio, this can be used for electronics only. So I'm an electronics engineer, and people have started using for electronics printing.
PCB. For PCBs also, we've seen that there's
PCB, not exactly PCB. It is a new kind of technology.
okay.
People are without PCB, they are able to print circuits. So those kind of new technologies are there. But obviously, those kind of things are in the new, very early stage. So we need to be careful, and we need to be about what is really something which will give a straightforward result, right? So
setting your pathway is very, very important, because if you want to, and especially when you're doing it as a bootstrap, you need to be very smart in terms of investing the right investment in the right place.
Focusing on the right technology is very important.
Are you looking at partners or investors coming on board with you, Prashant?
Definitely. That is one thing we are definitely looking at.
So what we've done is, Prashant, we have also got under the banner of Trinity Media for various, because if you know, apart from 3D printing, we are also promoting AI, that's artificial intelligence. We see a lot of startup companies booming up, and they are looking at this kind of a support. So we've also built an investor panel. Slowly and steadily, we are building this, and also seeing how government can support the initiative. So there are grants coming from various government. So what we are doing is we are also building a case. So with 3D graphy, very specific to dental and medical, the intention is also to be very focused. So if all the aspects that we do, even for 3D printing by and large, which is also a platform, where the intent is to work closely with these investors, also understand, get to know what the investors' expectations are, and what is your expectation, because that is
yes, definitely there should be a match. Unless there's a match, it's not going to work out.
It should be a win-win for either of the parties. So we also understand the potential, and we convey the message across to them, saying that this technology has a great future. And that is also our conscious effort through our association. So what we've done is we've also formed an association, Prashant. Apart from these private entity, platforms that we've created, we have an association by the name 3D Printing Education and Research Association. Now that has been an initiative. It's a non-profit organization, and we work with various government. We've already started it in Maharashtra. We've started it, and we will also be working with various government entities and institutions.
I think last time I was there, that minister came and inaugurated.
Yes. So he is a patron. So even if he is in the party, if he's not in the party, he's still going to be our patron. So that's the kind of because we need to get everybody on board for us to take things forward so that things are easy. See, in Europe and other countries, additive manufacturing is given an industry status.
Yes, yes.
But in India, we don't have a status because it's fair, because we just started. It's just in the inception stage. But there's a lot of opportunity. So I think together we can do it, and we also get to know the feel of the market and what is your feedback. So we will work on that. We will definitely be of help and will support, because government is also very, very supportive. We've seen states like Maharashtra, which is actually an industrial belt. We've seen a lot of things happening in Gujarat, Bangalore, and we have key people from Bangalore also who are doing some great work. Also, something relatively from your size of technology that they're working on bioprinting. A lot of work is happening on those space, and we also see that how collectively it can be, because we need to build competition and build healthy competition, and
exactly.
also, because if you have more companies, you will have more resources coming in, more investments coming in, and that's how the technology will grow. So rather being in silos, we need to build in that direction going forward. So let me congratulate you once again, Prashant, for
thank you.
And I'm sure you have a great future ahead. And I know you've been going through you work on, you're doing multitasking. I know that I've seen you progress, and from where you started from US, now come to India, and now you're setting it up. You need to really take this as you are very passionate about this, I'm sure, but I think the support structure is also important. What is the size of the company now, Prashant, in terms of?
So we are we are a small company. We are about the size of 5 to 6 people currently.
Okay. But I'm sure
because of the COVID, we have had a lot of restrictions, and we have some.
Right. So wishing you all the best, Prashant, and
thank you.
Commendable. The journey is you've just started, but you're doing a great work. Started in the sense you've been doing a lot of work, but I think progressively in terms of an organization, you're getting there. And wishing you all the best. And once again, congratulations for your effort for the 3D Graphy Medical Awards. And I'm sure we'll be in touch, and we will progress, and we'll get to know wherever we can be of help as an organization to take your technology to far-reaching. Now, this platform has become more global. So now, in fact, 3D Graphy Medical was the conference that you also did participate. It was a global conference, and we get inputs coming from various different experts across the globe. So wishing you all the best, and thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, bye.